Okay, real quick, I want to talk about male hypergamy and taking advantage of your own prime as a man, your own SMV, your own sexual marketplace value. Is there such a thing as a man being hypergamous? I have to say, I think there is. I really believe there is, because you know what? The longer that I stay out there, the more hypergamous I become. The more I want the BBD, the bigger, better deal, the younger, hotter girl, right? Where that wasn't the case. Back when I was in my 20s, man, all I wanted to do was just like settle down with my girlfriend at the time. I had like 2 or 3 that were just like super hot, super young, and I felt like, yeah, we could go the distance, but you know, I just had too many blue pill ideas in my head and too many Disney beliefs, and I screwed those relationships. I don't really blame them, you know, because I mean, I see the mistakes I made in those relationships, and they left, right? Because they knew they could get a higher value guy who wouldn't like kowtow to them, who wouldn't like, you know, be so beta. I screwed those relationships, and then I was like, okay, well, I could still pick up girls, I'll pick up more. And then the same thing would happen over and over, and then finally got to the point where I'm like, man, I'm phenomenal at picking up girls, and then I fixed all my blue pill shit. I became red pill, and all my relationships ever since have gone phenomenal. I actually haven't even been dumped in over a decade, believe it or not. No girl has actually dumped me in over a decade. Crazy, right? Now the problem is like, I've been out there so long, now I've got a good dating rotation going of very attractive, beautiful women in my life, and I don't want to settle down with any of them. Whereas like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, I would have been cutting off my right arm to be with one of them. And now I'm like, I just like being out there. I just like doing pickup. I just like doing cold approach. You know, I just like seeing if I could get even hotter than the last girl. And in many ways, I feel like I've become hypergamous that way. You know, I've become hypergamous. That doesn't mean at some point that I can't just be with one girl. I mean, at some point, I probably will. You know, you can't do game and pick up forever. But as long as I can, I want to be out there. I'm going to be out there, and I'm going to be doing it. And I've thought about this a lot lately, just especially since I've taken a trip to Vegas a few months back, and I had girls that I was dating here like wanting to come with me, wanting to go, or wanting me to go with them on their vacation, and I chose to go to Vegas by myself. Crazy, right? Like, what am I doing? I wanted to go out there by myself so I could do pickup, so I could do cold approach, and it's like, dude, I'm freaking hypergamous. It's insane. I'm trying to get the BBD, the bigger, better deal. You know what? When you're a guy who is in your prime, if you're between the ages of 35 to 45, I've always advised you to do the same. Right? Don't settle. Don't settle. Get the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful and most coolest girl that you possibly can. And don't settle, because now you're in your prime. Okay? And just like all those girls who kicked you in the balls in your 20s, doesn't mean you need to kick them in the balls back, but you know what? Focus on getting somebody of your value. You know, and not just beyond just women, but also like friends, right? You want to surround yourself with other guys with a social circle that is at your level, right? I mean, there's some guys that, you know, like, for example, that I grew up with that I just don't care to hang out with anymore. We're just like different people these days. Like guys that, you know, that I was friends with back then that just, yeah, man, it's like we don't really have much in common anymore. And it's like, it's not that I don't want to see them or anything like that. It's just that, hey, I have only so much time left on this earth, and I want to spend it with other guys who are kicking ass, who are motivated in life, who are moving forward, who have businesses themselves, for example, doing big things with their lives, or who are also involved in the red pill like I am, who are also part of the same tribe that we can connect with and share ideas with. I mean, that's who I want to surround myself with. I don't want to like go backwards, right? And it's the same thing with like dating relationships that I teach you guys. It's like, you should always get a higher level girl than you previously did and then you were previously dating. So I'm constantly doing that myself, and you know, in many ways that could be a form of like male hypergamy. You know, I've been kind of like reflecting on that a lot lately. I was actually a little hesitant to do this coaching video because my ideas were not yet solidified, but I decided to do it anyway, and just kind of talk about it. But yeah, if you're a guy in your prime if you're between the ages of 35 and 45 or anywhere in that neighborhood, you don't have to be exactly between 35 and 45 because I'm beyond that. But if you're somewhere in that neighborhood, you're likely at the height of your sexual marketplace value. And you know what? You deserve the best that life has to offer, especially if you've busted your ass, if you've worked hard. I've busted my ass my entire life. I've taken a lot of risks to get where I am. Financially, I'm finally where I want to be. Mentally, I'm where I want to be. Spiritually, physically, and I don't want to settle, right? It's like, I want the highest value chick that I could possibly get and the highest value friends that I could possibly attract. And I'm constantly searching for more. I'm constantly looking for more. I'm like, where can I find more people like this? Where can I find more guy friends like this? Where can I find more like beautiful women like this, right? I'm constantly searching for that, and that's okay. If you're still single and you're in your prime, the last thing you should do is just throw that all away for some post-wall female over 30 that isn't going to appreciate you and that's been riding the CC throughout her 20s, right? So take advantage of your own hypergamy, guys, right? And get what you deserve. Right? Get what you deserve. Just don't be like most of these chumps out there who are in their prime, who just completely throw it all away to go save some post-wall thought, right? Some post-wall thought that would have completely ignored him, 10, 20 years ago. Don't, right? Realize your value and get what you're worth. Don't blow it. Don't throw it away. Don't settle. Get what you deserve in life, right? Hold yourself to a higher standard, right? Hold yourself to a higher standard. The thing about male hypergamy is we could be hypergamous, but at some point, if we want to settle with that one person, we can, and it doesn't mean we're going to keep going out there searching for the BBD. If you're being hypergamous now, like you're in your prime, right, and you find a cool, hot, beautiful woman to be with and to settle with and to go to distance with, if you're happy with her, you're probably not going to go anywhere, right? You're probably going to stick it out with her. Whereas for women, it's almost like they're just cursed with constantly going out there and trying to test the waters to see what they can attract, right? To see if they could get a higher value male. Right? It's like they constantly are cursed with that, where they constantly have to suppress that side of them. Whereas us for guys, it's like, yeah, while we're single and while we're still free, we could like completely exercise our freedom to the max, right? To the full extent, and try to exercise our full potential as a man and not settle. But then once we find what we're looking for and we get what we want, we could be at a place in life, say our like maybe 50s, 60s, where we're just like, yeah, dude, I'm good, man, I'm cool. I don't need to, I'm happy. I'm happy in life, I don't need to keep going out there and, constantly looking to replace my girl or anything like that, right? It's like, you could actually be content. I think that's like one of the blessings that we have as men is we can actually be content, whereas like women are just never happy, right? It's in part of their biological nature. They're just never happy, no matter what. Whereas for guys, yeah, you could leave us on a desert island and yeah, it'll suck for a little while, but eventually we'll find a way to just be happy. Whereas for women, they'll like be complaining until their last day on that island. Like, oh my gosh, there's not enough coconut trees on here. Oh my gosh, that ocean has too much salt in it. Oh my gosh, why can't this sand be white? Why is it all dirty? I want white sand beach, It's like they'll constantly complain. So I'm going to wrap up here. Till next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. So make sure you hit that notification